Hello, everybody. It's been a while, I know. But it is time for the Celtic Rain Radio Show. Ooh, this hair's having a moment. It's like it has its own life. I'm telling you, it wants to go one way, and I want it to go another. Needless to say, yes. So we're just gonna do this and see what happens with this crazy hair of mine. Needless to say, yeah. Go hair, go. Anyways, wanted to say hello. It is time for the Celtic Rain Radio Show. I am so excited because, to be honest, we are in a transition time at the Celtic Rain Radio Show where I am going and I'm teaching second grade, and I'm teaching music, and I'm teaching all sorts of things, and that's just kind of my life right now, is teaching and my own place, and doing the things that I am doing to go forward in life, including working on a new album. That's right. I'm working on a new album, and I'm very excited. And so it's one of those things that it's going to be really beautiful, and I'm really excited about it. And so obviously when I have things that are coming out, you guys will hear them first, and I'm kind of excited. And we're going to go from there. But we do have some beautiful music for you tonight, and we're going to set up the next time, next year, being able to interview so many beautiful artists and get all of that going on here at the Celtic Rain Radio Show. I'm very excited about this coming year for the show and for myself, because I am going to be putting out a new album by the summertime, and I'm going to be working on it. I'm going to have so many people that are going to be working on it with me, and I am learning how to do the recording myself, and then do sequencing live myself as well. So that's very different for me and very interesting for me, but I'm very excited because it's like the next step in my journey, my journey of going forward as a musician. But I'm very excited as well, because that also means a lot for the show and where I can take it and where we could go with it. And so I'm very excited about that. So welcome back to a little bit more. The Celtic Rain Radio Show at this moment is very similar to what it was before, but it's going to kind of have a little revamping as well. But my life is different now. And because my life is different, that means some things have to change a little bit. So I am taking the show and I'm going to revamp it and make it even better and have even more musicians on, being able to interview them, and but also put out my own music that you guys will be able to watch and to see and to hear and to experience and come and be a part of. So I'm very excited about that as well. But we have some great music tonight. And you guys know that if you have music to send me, you can send it to celticrain777@gmail.com. And all you have to do is be a small labor independent artist, and please be family friendly, meaning no cursing. Let's not make fun of people. It's just not worth it. We're going to spread love, not hate here, because I'm really kind of done with hate in my life, to be honest. And so if you're not watching from YouTube, you can go to youtube.com/C for channel /Celtic Rain, like rain out of the sky. You'll be able to subscribe and hit that bell. You'll know exactly when we're going to be on. You'll be like, oh my gosh, something's happening over at the Celtic Rain Radio Show. I need to watch right now. I know. That's exactly what needs to happen. So that's kind of where we are. I do want to kind of take this first little bit, because I normally just go straight into the music, and that's exactly what I'm going to do eventually. But I kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of a heads up on how my life has changed. So just a little bit of a sitting down with Rebecca for just a minute and having a moment, just with me for a second. If you have not heard, I am getting divorced, because in the beginning it was nothing that I wanted, and it was a huge surprise, to be honest. I probably should have seen some of the signs, but I was wrapped up in my own life and my own family and my own everything, and just I missed a lot of the signs. to be honest. So, needless to say, there was some major within the structure of what my marriage was. It was not healthy. And so, as much as it has been the hardest thing in my life to go through, um, I am better off now than I have been in a long, long time. It's hard. I'm having a it's really hard because frankly I'm teaching second grade at Holy Angels Catholic School and music there as well, and so I'm also teaching music privately in my home, and so that is a lot, but it's good. So I get off work teaching second graders and teaching music to literally pre-K through sixth grade, and I come here and I teach more music, and then I sit down and I write a lot of music as well. I've been writing. I have over 60 songs that I've written now within the last just 6 months, which is insane. And I'm not even done. Like they just keep coming. So that's kind of cool. Really, really awesome. I'm just exploding with ideas. Pain and change brings the muse. I'm telling you, it does. So that's kind of a part of where I am right now. I have my own place, which is my new place right here, and so you've probably seen a few things here and there that are different. But this is my new place. I have my own life now, and I'm going forward. And I am working with Playground Productions, and I am learning to record my own stuff. I'm learning to sequence my own stuff. I am learning to do my own stuff. And so a lot of the music that you will hear coming out of me and Celtic Rain, because Celtic Rain is with me, is going to be original. It's going to be very beautifully different from what we've done before, and I'm very kind of excited about that because I've been waiting for this step for a very, very long time, and now it's here. And now I get to go forward, and now I get to experience life the way that I want to experience it. Tyson is with me part of the time, and he's doing great. Little by little, we're all growing and healing, and that really is where we are right now. I hit when everything came to a head. You guys may or may not have realized it. I was still on the show a little bit here and there, but I hit a major depression and had to learn how to crawl out of the muck, and went through a period of wanting to just not be here. And I went through major depression, and lost like 40 pounds. It's kind of crazy to think about. But I started realizing the strength that I have inside. And I started standing up for me because, well, I had to. And I started just going forward and not going backwards because there's no other way to go. So if you've seen things online, it's because I'm coming into myself and I'm learning who I am little by little, even more every day. And I'm growing every day, and I'm going forward every day, and I'm doing the things that it takes to be able to move this world and to move my music and to move in this world to become what I'm supposed to be. So I encourage you at any time, if you have questions for me, you can ask them, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. But where I am is growing and going forward, and I cannot wait to see what this next phase of my life brings. For the Celtic Rain Radio Show, that means that I will be able to go forward with that as well. And I hope to grow this show to the place where it is even more personal, even more deep, that I can be able to reach more people, that I could be able to reach you guys with more music. And so these are the things that I want out of the Celtic Crane Radio Show. But also, I want to keep what it's done for almost 4 years. Because in February, it will be 4 years for this show, which is huge. I want to keep the understanding of spreading people's music that doesn't necessarily get spread regularly, because this has been an outlet for those people. I want to be able to keep the personableness of this show, so that when people come and you guys come, you can know that this is a part of your life, and a part of this show is just as much yours as it is mine, and that this is home for you. I want that to stick around. I want to be able to move forward with all of that kind of stuff. So that's kind of where I am right now. And so I'm planning this next year. So you guys, if you're musicians and you're ready to get on the docket to be able to get interviewed on a Tuesday night, then I would encourage you to go ahead and start messaging me. Okay. Start emailing me and saying, hey, I want to get on your docket, and I want to be able to start booking you guys for next year. I am going to change the time a little bit. I'm going to go 1 hour earlier. So I go from, instead of 9 to 11, I'm going to go from 8 until 10. That will make it so that I can be able to go out and do what I need to do musician wise on a Tuesday night, because there's some things that I'm doing that are pushing my career forward. And so I need to be able to do those marketing things. So I'm going to go from 8 until 10 instead of 9 till 11. And so that is going to change with the new year, so that I can be able to grow this show. Okay, so it'll be 8 to 10 instead of 9 to 11, and we're going to go from there and see what happens. I'm also going to be taking on some sponsors, so you might see me talking about things here and there that are dear to my heart, because of the sponsors that are supporting this show. So if you are someone who would like to sponsor the show, please talk to me as well, because that's my next stage in this evolution of the Celtic Crane Radio Show. Now, I'm not going to ever get to the place where it's just like all these commercials and da da da. But if I believe in something and somebody is believing in me, I will be speaking about it, which is not a normal for my show, actually, to be honest. So yeah, so this hair, again, today's hair has a mind of its own. I like, dude. All right, let's see if I can. It's crazy. Anyways, so yeah, so that's kind of one of the things that we're going to go on. Now, we do go to the music. Again, if you guys have questions, I know I threw a lot out at you really, really quickly right now. But if you have questions, please ask them right here, and I will try to answer them throughout the show. If you have questions that you think are more personal, you can message me, email me. You can email me right here at celticrain777@gmail.com. And I will do, sorry, this hair's driving me crazy. I'll do my best to answer whatever it is. If it's too personal, I will tell you that, though. Okay, so understand that there are things in my life that I will be keeping personal, and including anybody that becomes special to me. I will not be sharing that with you, because I will be protecting them from just life in general and what it means to be in the limelight. But needless to say, I do appreciate who you guys are and what you are to me. You mean everything to me. Now, let's get to the music. You guys ready? We're going to have a great show tonight. We're going to be listening to first the Ballad of Rudolph Frentz by Shane Hose. And then we have Come Now to the Table by me, that's right, and Celtic Crane. And then we have Till the End of Time by Dr. Celius Amadeus. Amadusius. I always say that right. Amadusius. There we go. I'm so sorry, Dr. Celius. Anyways, needless to say, we're going to have some beautiful, beautiful music that's going to come your way. Right now, I'm telling you, it is. It's just amazing, amazing, amazing stuff that I just, sometimes I look at it and I go, God, thank you so much for giving me such an amazing platform like the Celtic Rain Radio Show. Here we go.
One night in June, a man in his shop devising an escape to the future abroad. Some called him a genius, others a loon.
If you guys hear that, please let me know for some reason.
Find him after that night in June. Years of obsessing the concept of time. If he could fast forward with the present behind, leaving behind a wife and son, but never a trace of what he had done.
Let's see if we take it out a little bit more. It's not singing. Let's stop that for a second and see if I can add other videos. See what this video does. For some reason, it's not playing the actual music. Oh, good Lord. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so that you guys can be listening to something that we're actually going to hear tonight, is I'm going to go ahead and talk about our first artist. Our first artist tonight is Jesse Cann, and I just want to be able to show you the great stuff that is Jesse. So let me go ahead and put this here. Dun, 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 dun. And we're going to do that. Yay, yay, yay. All right. So let me do that. Let's pause that. And we will do this. For some reason, it's not letting me do this. Now, let's do it this way. Share screen. Facebook. Let's see if we can do this. You guys ready? It's not letting the volume, it's not letting the sound come through. That's very strange. Can you guys... If you can, please let me know.
Well, I'm boarding on that outbound train, on time rolling down that kingdom lane.
Okay, so
Almighty power broke my chains. Shown up boarding
for some reason, the volume's not working on these. So I am going to figure that out.
I lived like the restless wind, chasing runaway dreams.
Audio. Here we go.
Always wondering what might have been.
Not
worn out hopes and schemes. Then I heard that gospel train, heard that whistle play. The conductor called my name, and I was ready to go.
We're gonna stop that so that we can do that. And having issues. Yes, I am. How do you say this? Oh, good Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, we are having issues with this. Can you hear me? That's what I need to know. Can you guys hear my voice? Can someone answer me in the comments? Just comment on here. Let me know if you can hear me or not, because I want to make sure that I know if I can be heard. If vocally you can hear me. If that's the case, then we will go from there, and it'll be great. Add. Where you're. There's the other song. Okay. see. Nice.
One night in June, a man in his shop devising an escape to the future abroad. Some called him a genius, others a loon, but no one could find him after that night
So
in
we are going
June. Years of obsessing over the concept of time.
to see if maybe it plays here. Let's try this again and see what happens. Go. That is not even coming through then. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I just want to see something. And see what is going on here. Oh my gosh. So it's going to be a very short show today because for some freaky reason, the volume on my computer is not working. So I am going to say this. I'm going to try to figure out what's going on. I'm going to end the stream and I'm going to start the stream back if I can figure it out. If I cannot, know that I will have it figured out by next week. And you will have this exact show next week so that these songs can be shown. Okay? But let YouTube tell you if I'm back on, because I will be back on hopefully if this is working. But I need to take a moment and see what is going on and why this is not working. So let's see something. So I want to say thank you, and thank you for listening to everything that's going on. And I will hopefully be back soon. Okay, and if I am, then great. And if I'm not, then I will see you next week. And I'm going to start it at 8 next week, not 9. So it's going to start next week at 8 o'clock. And I will try to figure this out and get back to you within the next, hopefully the next 10 minutes. But I will say this, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream and hopefully get back to you in the next 10 minutes. If not, I'll see you next week with this exact show and so that you can hear all this beautiful music. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.